Alright, this is my second and probably last Tomb Raider video. I think I'm almost to the end of the game. I've backtracked a little bit though to return to a previous area, which is this area here, the Shipwreck Beach. I'm just going to talk a little bit about this area and sort of the whole game. Is there a person up there? There is. That's interesting. Maybe I'll go up there and shoot those guys. Those guys were not there before. So last video I was talking about the that mountain area and how it was kind of like a Dark Souls type level. And then for quite a few areas beyond that, it kind of ceased to be like that. It was sort of very linear for a while. And I thought that maybe it would never be like that again. And then I got to this area, which is this gigantic shipwreck area. And this area was kind of a repeat in the sense that this bonfire here served as kind of like a hub. Like I came here and my first mission was to go out to that boat right in front of me. And then I came back and then my next mission was to go way down there to find the Endurance, which is the ship that we crash landed on. And then after that I had to go way back there. Up there's like a research laboratory where I found a few things, and then I came back here. And then from here, after I did all that, I've moved on to the final area. But having played all this, you know, I can safely say this game's really not like Dark Souls really in the level design. I mean, there was a little bit of it in these two areas, but this game is interesting in how many different types of experiences it packs into one game. You know, it really is like, you know, Dark Souls-y for part of it, and then it just becomes all about sort of shooting guys, and then it becomes all about you know, the cinematic like movie type thing where you're just the quick time events and you're just sort of running and jumping as everything crashes around behind you. It sort of bounces around all those different experiences. At one point when I was about, it was actually right before I came here, I had kind of decided for myself that I killed him. Alright, let's go see if he's the only one. I had kind of decided for myself that I was gonna stop playing this game, and I ended up not sticking to that, and I did play it again. But isn't that so interesting? Where did these guys come from?
Need help here!
That's it. I have a theory. I have a theory about these guys. I'm not sure. Did I kill 3? Well, forget my theory, it's not that interesting. Point is, at this point I feel like this game is just way too much shooting. And I don't feel like the shooting is all that fun. Now I've been playing on easy mode, so like it's been easy. I haven't died very much. I haven't ran out of ammo. But it's just not that, like, I don't know what the word is. It's just not all that engaging. I think part of the problem might be the feeling that I don't have a lot of choice or control over what's happening. Like, when I get into a fight, for example, you know, like in Horizon Zero Dawn, a lot of the combat, you really had a lot of choices about how it would be, how you would fight it, and you got to make a lot of choices about, you know, the equipment you would use, whether you would use stealth, whether you would attack head on, would you set traps, would you use a animal to help you? Like, there's all these different things that you could do. And in this game, it's just very much like the combat is what it is. You don't make very many choices that play into it. I feel like all of the weapons are basically the same. I mean, the bow is a little bit different from the 3 guns. But my experience is that using the 3 guns all kind of feels the same. Maybe it's because I'm playing on easy, but I've never really had to use a lot of the additional settings. Like, you know, like there's like different types of bullets that you can use for like the handgun, for example, but I've never really used. I always just kind of use the same ones.
What's cooking? Stew. My special recipe.
This is fascinating. They've like loaded this place up with guys who did not used to be here.
Coconut milk curry. Potatoes.
Why have they done that?
Sounds great. And some seagull too. Seagull?
Oh boy.
Yep. Tastes like chicken.
I think I'm gonna pass.
Two guys is always easy to beat. I mean, this kind of stuff I actually find fun. You know, sneaking up on guys and shooting them. That's always been fun. But the more fixed parts. Sorry, I'm sort of distracted right now. I'm trying to. Where did that guy go? Is he back up here?
Need some help? You are going.
Is there more? No. Okay, anyway. This kind of stuff I like, but the so-called shooting gallery stuff, I haven't been as big a fan of that. And this game is just filled with that. There haven't been nearly as many, like, there haven't been that many cool, like, platformer puzzles and a lot of stuff like that. Look, I know there's guys there, too. Okay. Well, I guess I'll kill those guys. There haven't been a lot of, just the ratio of, like, shooting gallery combat to other stuff has been a little too high. So honestly, I don't really know. I think I am going to finish this game. I've come very far. But I just don't know if I'm going to buy the second and third games. I don't know if Tomb Raider is really a franchise that I want to continue to invest in. This one game has been pretty fun. And maybe if there was like absolutely nothing else I could play, then maybe. But there are other things I can play right now. There's the new Metroid. I'm thinking about playing that. And even Horizon Zero Dawn, I had kind of thought about playing it again. I haven't, but I thought about doing that. Anyway, let me show you. Let's catch up to where I actually am in the game. Oh, another thing I wanted to mention, just because I have a chance. This game features a lot of like upgrades and stuff to the different weapons, but I have never really noticed them. Like, I'm sure that the enemies have gotten stronger along the way, and so if I was still using my original equipment against these enemies in the late levels, like, I'm sure it would be hard. But I just haven't felt any difference. So, like, you know, you upgrade the thing that says, you know, prevents kickback or adds rounds to your magazine or something like that. When I get into a battle, I never notice it. I'm never like, oh yeah, that's nice. Glad I got that now. Like, I just don't feel it. Hey, alright, let's get that. Oops. So this is where I am in the game anyway. This is something called the Chasm Shrine. And I'm pretty sure that the end of the game, the very end of the game, is probably like this marker right here, I think. I think I'm very close to the end. But yeah, it's like the upgrades, I never really felt them. I think a lot of these dead... This is a totally unrealistic story. This is a totally, like, stupid video game story. You know, because, like, it just doesn't make any sense that this island exists and that it hasn't been... Like, there are so many dead human beings on this island. And they... First of all, there's a lot of live human beings on this island. Which makes you wonder, like, how could so many people go missing and not have more people looking for where they are? Like, how can the existence of this island still be a secret? And then secondly, there's so many dead human beings who are like... I mean, is that a skeleton? It looks like it's, like, not exactly. I could imagine if there was a bunch of skeletons laying around here, but there's always, like, half-rotting humans. It makes it seem like they died recently. Well, that's just way too many deaths, I think, to really buy. There was that one part in the middle of the game where you wake up in this room full of, like, you know, dead corpses that are like have like red blood and flesh, and it's like, what? How did 1,000 people just get slaughtered in this room such that there's still a bunch of red rotting flesh and nobody's aware of it? It doesn't make any sense. It's stupid. Alright, let me save and turn this off. Anyway, point is, Tomb Raider 1, pretty good game. I give it a C+ or maybe a B-. Maybe that's too harsh. I'll give it a B+. I give it a B+. But it's not an A. It's not in the It's not in the league of Horizon Zero Dawn, certainly, and not even in the league of Monster Hunter Rise, I don't think. All right, that's all I gotta say about that.